What the fuck? I'm not controller. It's a second. Yeah.
You said your controller did what?
Shit.
I'm Todd Grisham, and there's nothing quite like the Empire Fight Camp, especially at night. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Terrence Bud Crawford, 5'7" tall, tipping the scales at 140 pounds, bang on, with a reach of 47 inches. And standing across the ring from him, perhaps the greatest to ever do it, Sugar Ray Robinson, 5'11" tall, weighed in at 147 pounds. He's got a reach. And here he...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner.
Lots of hype as they will fight into the... We're expecting an all-action slugfest. That jab was blocked. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Looking at social media right now, Johnny, and the entire boxing world is buzzing about this battle under the stars.
Now things have cooled down. Now the fans are heating it up again. They've been excited, waiting for this. How have they prepared for this, these fighters? This is going to be so hard, but so different.
Oh, and he caught him with a stiff jab. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Back and forth they go. Oh, and the right hook clipped him clean. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Big hooks upstairs. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Good night.
Here we go for round 2. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round.
Well, we know they've got the advantage so far.
On to the third. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just misses with that uppercut. You'd like to see more jabs. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Missing with the... Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are right.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
He's up, but for how long? Look at...
That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
Even...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You okay?
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Beaten. There's the bell for round 4. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. This is the danger spot.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He is down big time on the score. And there's the bell to start round 5. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it.
And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Good start the first half of this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Not a lot of defense here at all. Did well to block that right hook. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. This is the beginning of round 6. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Crawford is dazed. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. They stop the hook there. Nice defense on that hook. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself then.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round.
What are you doing?
And there's the bell for round 7. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's...
Whoa, Johnny! Crawford in trouble! Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
A shot from the gods took him...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You've got away with it. You can do it again.
Terrence Crawford just got rocked. It somehow weathered the storm.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace.
Whoa, Johnny! Crawford's legs are all over the place. And in this replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him like a lawn chair.
That's like...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you continue.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Crawford may be ready to go down. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it, as they were dropped twice in the last round.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab is slick.
And we enter the 8th round. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Insane action. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. And right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do you do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get...
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Big shots from both these fighters. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's still on the fight.
Hold that thought. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back up.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
They've done it.